Listen to Swift's head of strategy, Jonathan Ehrenfeld, discuss how Chainlink will let Swift keep their existing systems and connect to any blockchain.
Services Swift and Chainlink worked together on the first POC that we did on bond issuance and redemption. It was quite successful, and that was maybe the first steps of this sort of love story between Swift and Chainlink, which continues today. Now, why we want to continue to work together? I think there's two factors that I want to explain. So the first factor is there is undeniable interest from institutional investors into digital assets, whether these are stable coins, CBDCs, or anything that you can tokenize on capital market space. So that could be equities, bonds, or anything else. So those institutional investors, they want to have access to these assets at the same time that they have access to traditional assets. And that means that a asset manager, for example, wants to use the same custodian they use today, and those custodians probably want to use the same sub-custodians to settle at the same infrastructures that they do today. And that, in theory, means that they want to use a network that can connect to all of these capabilities, and that's where Swift comes into play. So that's the first factor. You have institutional investors saying, hey, Swift, we want you to be the network to connect to that. Now, in reality, connecting to this network for digital asset doesn't mean connecting to new, same infrastructures. It means that you have to bridge the gap between these infrastructures that have been there for ages and all of these new blockchains that are going to provide these services, whether it's issuance, clearing, trading, settlement of tokenized assets. And there are going to be many of them. There's already a few of them. Some of them are private. Some of them are Ethereum-based. Some of them are in anything that you can, any fabric that you can imagine, right? So Swift doesn't always have the potential to go and try to connect to all of them, right? Because if we bet on 10 this year and those 10 disappear, then we are losing investment in that. And it's the same for the banks. So this is where CCIP comes into place, right? So it's the perfect example of if you have this interoperability network and you have Swift that is using this interoperability network, we connect to 11,000 banks. You connect today to 15 chainlinks, to 15 blockchains, but you can connect to way more. That's the bet that we're putting on you guys, and we're trying to encourage you to do more. Then you have these two infrastructures that are secure, that are reliable, that are scalable, that can actually work so that you can buy an asset whatever you want and you can transact it in whatever country and serve institutions such as Bank of New York Mellon or DTCC to actually do that cross-border. Does that make sense?